Hey there, folks. Time to do a CSS battle. Um, retro CSS battles from the past. It's October 7th, October 8th, and October 9th of 2024. Let's go for it. Simple. We gotta go simple, simple, simple as much as possible. I think this is just two gradients. The first one is a conic gradient, let's say. That's in the upper corner, that's 0, 0 background position, has a width of, I think it's 200 pixels, if I'm right, and then the height is like 250 pixels or something. And it's this dark blue, or actually we do transparent to start, 75% or 270 degrees around, and then boom, 0. So something like that. So let's put a no repeat, and then for initially, this is not going to be transparent, it's going to be dark blue. So I want to make, see that repeat, see how that's going to repeat. I just want to make it as wide and as tall as it needs to be. So it's too tall, 40, 30, 225, and wider than it needs to be, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 75. And then the center of that needs to be at, right now it's at 50%, 50%. And where I would like it to be is what, 100 pixels, 80 pixels or something. 110, 20, 125. And then the height is 85. No, the height is 75. There we go. When I let that repeat, you get those blocks. Terrific. And then it's a radial gradient over top of that. I could make another element, something, you know, with height and width and center and all that, but why not do a circle of transparent, and then the light blue color, and then transparent again. And then it's about figuring out what are those numbers. I'm using Q units, quarter millimeter, I guess is what that is. And 75, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 32. Let's see that. Not sure that's right, but we'll submit. 99.9%. Probably it's the Q units are just a little problematic. How about 30 pixels and 80 pixels? Let's see what that is. Those are wrong. How about 75? Perfect. And 135 or 125, and submit that. Let's see. That is 100% match. So we minify and we unit replace, trim off final pieces, chunks, and submit, and that's a final answer. Yeah, that's great. Next, this really invites, what is this shape? What are these shapes? Is it 6 elements? Is it 3 elements? Is it 1 element? Is it 0 elements of just the HTML body? Today, oh wow, I feel like I want to do the nested template because it'll be harder. Seems like a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Who cares? All right, here we go. So let's put pink on the body, and then let's try and create a shape. Kind of curious to see whether this is doable. This might not be doable, and if not, that's fine. We'll do something else. 30, 20, 10, 12. Okay, so how do we make that? Let's do the first piece, I guess, is this repeating circle, radial gradient circle. If we do 1 and then transparent, 30 pixels, let's say. There he is. I'm going to put that. So what do I want? I'm going to start with an at 100 pixels and see where that puts it. How about at 70, 80, 90, and then I'm going to say 0 and then 100 pixel width. So 100 pixels, 10, 20. So 120 pixel width. So when I remove the at, then I can adjust the background position. 30. There it is. So now I've got those circles in the right spot. Now, I think I need that again, but this time it's a circle that is white, right? Probably it's going to have the same characteristics, just white. So if I just copy this, do I get it? And then if I adjust that position to be a 0 or a minus 10 pixels, 20, 30, sure. Not too bad. Now we have just little bits of edge, and I've given myself all the wiggle room. So let's see, what else can I do? Or what? Yeah, so the circles is fine. I don't want to change them, but I do need a linear gradient. Which probably has the same characteristics. If I do 0, 120 pixels, and say I need white and then transparent, coming in at 90 degrees. Look at that. So that looks, I mean, it's wrong. It's not correct yet. Let's do 10 pixels, 20, 25, and then give this an extent. 10 pixels, 0, 20, 30, 35. Cool. I like that. I definitely did this one with a display flex before. But that's a fun way to do it. Just have gradients and have the repeats going. So you can see there's one. So that's the other part. Would it be shorter than to do each of these? You know, we've got this. Well, the background positions are all different, but the background sizes are the same. Is there any win to removing that in some way? Probably. I'm going to say no. If I do, well, I'm sort of curious. But if I do background size 120 pixels. Is that shorter if I do clump and then clump and then clump? I guess that works. I don't think it's better. Minify unit replace and trim off the final things, and that's another way to go. So you can put the background size in it; it will be respected. So that's kind of good to see. I don't think it's not a big improvement, really. To break it up that way in this case. And this guy's, is this height and this the same? I'm kind of curious about that. So I'm going to use the blank template for this guy, and I'll do border, solid, brown, this brown color, and then border width. 0, 10 pixels, 40 pixels or something. So that's how you get that shape, right? That's pretty great. Put the margins on the body. I'm going to remove this background here. All right, so now with margins on the element itself, I can squeeze him into place. 8, I need 2. So this width, so border width, and border width I think will work without the units. 20, 25. And I need more height. 2, 3, 4, 5. There he is. Great. So I think the other one is very similar. And I can target him with the adjacency selector. I want to flip him upside down. Scale -1. And I need different margins, right? He's narrower. So I flipped him upside down. You can't see him yet. Oh, I do a minus number. And then his height is way too tall. Height 50. And then these side margins are way too much. Oh, and then he's asymmetric, so he needs different numbers, 0 and 200. All right, so we need to be more negative. 225. This number needs to be smaller. 18, 17, 6, 7, 5, 65, 67, 767, great. And then increase this number or decrease this number. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, then we can variabilize the height bar -h, and so that becomes then -h. On the second element, it inherits, and this is var -m, and then that makes this -m. Let's submit and see if we've got 100% match. That's a nice elegant solution to that guy, and that's a better score, even minified, than I got before. I think I did this with a bunch of crazy backgrounds, or maybe similar, but just less efficient code. This is more efficient than whatever I did before. So, final submission, super, super cool. All right, and that's I like that score. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you appreciated this. I like revisiting these. Nearing the end of the backlog of CSS battles, you can go to artlang.com/CSSbattles and get a link to all these videos. You don't have to watch them. It's okay. Don't like, don't subscribe. It's all good. Have a great day. And go make a web page. Everybody's got web browsers. It's really cool.